My name is Gamer Corey, and welcome back to another Minecraft guide video. Now, in today's video, we will be building a very basic iron farm, and I don't know if I'll ever have to expand from that, but we'll see what we decide to do later. But it will probably have to be moved. These farms are all going to be very temporary of where their current locations are at, because that mountain that you can't even see because it's not rendering in, but it's right behind me. You can see a little bit of it right above that tree and a little bit above my head, but that's where we're going to be building our main build. And like down in this valley will be a few different things, and eventually we will be working on a house that we want to build down in this area as well, but I definitely need some iron right now for a lot of the projects that I want to work on. So let's kind of talk a little bit about what we've done here recently. We actually created the Melon and Pumpkin Farm, which is doing extremely fantastic. I actually added a lot more storage because, well, it needed it. I'm not sure, a zombie must have died really close to this thing, but I actually emptied this out probably not that long ago. I don't even remember how long ago it's been, but I updated it out completely. Did a little bit of trading with my villagers to get all of my farming villagers completely up to maximum. So now I can trade melon and pumpkin with all of my farmers perfectly fine. I had to kill off a couple of the villagers in order to make sure that I could actually do that. And then we actually caught ourselves a zombie, which is actually just chilling right down in there, that will start to infect our villagers so that we can cure them and so that we can actually get discounted prices. But I'm not ready for that yet because I'm lacking on iron. I'm also lacking on a few other resources that I really need in order to get this project rolling. So iron is a big thing. We need iron, and I'm in this area quite often to start really doing what we need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and build a very basic iron farm, and I figured that in any place we might as well just build it right next to all of our temporary farms. We're going to be going after a Tango Tech design, but it's not going to be nearly as big. Actually, I don't even need those. We're actually going to get rid of those, and same with the I'm going to keep the rotten flesh because we can trade that with a cleric later. I started this chest right here. It's got a few of my items that we will need. It's got some emeralds. It's got some carrots for, basically reproducing some of the villagers that we do need. I will be taking 6 of these villagers and making them some kind of job at the iron farm. So there is always that we have to do. But the bottom base is going to be all glass, and that's just how I like to build it. But then we got a few other things that we need right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and trade with these guys. You guys can see we got 6 farmers available. And then we started getting some more of these guys in here as well. I don't know if they had anything that's good. Feather Falling 2, I really want Feather Falling 4. But I need to get some armor enchantments. Power 3. It's not Power 4. I only want the best of the best. And actually one of these guys actually has Sweeping Edge. So I'm not even going to have to find that one anymore. So yeah, look at this. My Aqua Infinity guy actually has Silk Touch as well. Unbreaking 3. Sweeping Edge 3. So this guy is the guy that has... So I could change his sign if I want to. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started with our project. So I've kind of cleared this land out just a little bit to make it more flat. I've gotten rid of some of the grass that's here as well. And I have a few things in our inventory that we're actually gonna need. Actually, what's really crazy is I actually just killed a skeleton that had flame and then the power 3. So then I just got myself an unbreaking book and then I combined everything. So I just used like 20 of my levels, but it's a good bow. It's a pretty decent bow. So I got really lucky that we got that. But I'm gonna go with white stained glass. So we just converted some of the bones that I've collected over time into bone meal and then into white dye and then just stain those. And we're gonna be using stone for this build. We could use bricks if we really want to, but I think I'm just going to use stone. No big deal. We got a couple buckets of water for our infinite water source, and then we got 1 bucket of lava, and that's going to kill. I'm not going to do anything fancy with killing the iron golems. We just really don't need to. I got a couple signs that we might have to make more of them to hold back the lava, and then we've got a few of our building things, and then we're just gonna have to make a few other ones along the way when it kind of gets to that point. But we're running out of like daylight, so let's just go ahead and kind of get started here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically make the middle, say like right about here. So from the middle I want to go out 3 on each, or basically 2 on each side. This is going to give it a 5 wide area for it to basically the iron golem to go ahead and fall down into. Now, if this is the very, very center, I'm going to go ahead and mark that with a dirt block right there. I want to come out basically. So from this dirt block, we're going to have, if you go straight up, we're going to come out basically 7 blocks. So this would be number 1, and then an additional 6. So it's a total of 7 on both sides. And that's how we're going to make the platform above. I'm going to go ahead and sleep just real quick, and then we're going to continue building this. So as I was saying before we got rudely interrupted by the evening hours, we're going to go out basically 6 from here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's basically where the village is going to be above me. But what I want to do is go out 2 more just to make sure that all the iron golems actually fall into this actual like chamber. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And sounds good. And we can actually go ahead and build this platform. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. So actually, we're going to go out 8. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we can actually just fill in all of this. And make sure I got 2 more stacks of glass. That should be completely fine. And then whenever I upgrade my pickaxe the next time, that's my Silk Touch one, I'm going to go ahead and rename it so that I actually have it. Now what we're going to do is we're actually just going to go ahead and put a glass up here. This is going to be the kind of the catching chamber, and this is going to go all the way around. Just like this. And then the other thing I'm actually going to need is I'm going to have to actually get some ice, and I don't have any. But I know where I can actually get some from, so I'm not too worried about that. But I'm actually going to go ahead and break the middle one here. We're going to extend this. This actually will be where glass or ice will actually go at some point in time. And then we're going to go ahead and build this up another level. This is my last stack of glass, but I think we should actually be able to do it pretty quickly. We didn't spend that many emeralds when we bought all the glass, so that actually works pretty good. All right, perfect. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to actually extend this so that there's actually a little bit of a backing on here. And then this is actually going to go up 3 because our lava bucket is actually going to go right here. So we need to put our sign right there. So that's the only spot that really needs to be 3 high. I mean, if you want to make the whole entire casing in, 3 high, you're more than welcome to do that. It's completely up to you, but we're just going very, very basic. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to build up. I have almost enough dirt. I want to go up 20. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And then we're just going to go a couple more. So 18, 19, and 20. So this is like the height of where the villages are going to basically be at. So what we need to do here is this is where a zombie is going to be sitting. I will have to craft up some additional things. Actually, what I should be doing is creating some scaffolding. We have enough string, and I've got plenty of bamboo, so I should actually be doing that right now. So what we're gonna do is this be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So this is where we want our village to basically be at right here, and then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now there's not going to be anything in between this, but what we're going to do is we're going to be building up 2 high. And actually I need to build it out a little bit further because I want it to be dropping down into this area right here. So we're going to go actually out by 2. So it's right here is actually we want them to drop right about here to make sure that they land hopefully in the center. So this is where the village would actually be at, is right here. And then we'd have a bed. The workstations would actually be set up like this. And then the zombie will actually be sitting right about there, where the zombie will be at for this build. Finally made myself some scaffolding, so that actually is helping out quite a bit to get up and down from here. So I had plenty of bamboo and plenty of string, but I'm going to need to get some more sheepies here in just a second. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting our beds down, and they're going to be facing, the pillows are going to be facing basically this way. So if we come out one block here, it's going to be there, and then we're going to have one like right about there. It's kind of where we're going to have them. And then we also need to put one right here. Maybe. There we go. So now, there we go. That's kind of like how it's going to be set up. And now we're also going to need some trapdoors to hold these guys in. But we need to put those three in both corners need to be workstations. So typically what I do for my workstations is I like to just go ahead and use the fletching table just because they're usually fairly easy to make. They just require wood and a couple pieces of flint. So if we actually make our way back here to our little storage area, which that's pretty much all we're using it for now, is our storage area. And I think I do have some flint in here somewhere. I got 42 pieces and I have plenty of wood. So I just need 6 of these tables. Now we just have to repeat what we did actually on that side over there. So we're going to go ahead and put down our beds. Go ahead and do that real quickly. Again, we want the pillow facing towards away from the zombie. I don't want it there at all. So let's go ahead and bust that out. And we're going to put it there. Then we're going to grab another bed and put it here. And then we're going to grab another bed and we'll put it here. But I'm just going to quickly go ahead and replace these 3 with the Fletcher tables that we actually just got done creating. We're going to go ahead and put those 3 here. And then we're also going to put some of our redstone dust on the top of them. And there we go, just like that. Now what we're going to do on the top of this is we're going to go ahead and put in some trapdoors. Now, I know some people like to put these a little bit differently, and that's perfectly fine. You can put those on the inside or the outside. I personally like to put these on the outside. That is just me personally, but I know that Tango Tech actually put them on the inside. All right, guys, so I'm on the other side, and we're putting our other fletching tables in here. And we're going to go ahead and put some dust on the top of that one, and then we're also going to go ahead and put our bed back down, which is going to be right there. Now what we can do here is, I need to do that, and then stand here. All right, perfect. We can just go one more out, and then this is where we're going to go ahead and put our trap doors on here. So we're going to go ahead and go trapdoor, 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 trapdoor. And we're going to close all those. And then we just need to get rid of these. And then we need to get rid of those blocks as well. Pretty much everything that's around the beds that don't need to be around the beds, we need to go ahead and get rid of. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one. Actually, we're going to get rid of all these as well. And we're going to go ahead and just kind of go around. Just kind of like that. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go out one more. Give it a little bit more of a guidance. And we'll do one more there. And then all we need to do is basically go on the top of each of those. Making sure that we don't do that. We don't want to do that at all. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of my farms because of the build that I want to go with. They'll probably end up all going underground or inside of the build somehow. I know that's where my super smelter will eventually be at and other projects that I'm going to be working at in the future. So, and obviously I'm not going to take down the super smelter because that's just way too much work to do that. So to build the super smelter and then to take it down. Either I make a temporary one and then I leave it, or I just make a temporary one and then I come back to it later. So now that this platform is all ready, all we actually have to do is we have to get some fence gates so that we can actually put those and stop the water there. So if we actually make our way down here again, maybe, there we go. And it doesn't really matter what side you start with. We're just going to go ahead and place them right like this and making sure that you're holding shift when you're placing them. just like that. And then we can actually go ahead and open them all up. And then we can grab our buckets of water that we were actually using, that we grabbed earlier. Now we can actually go ahead and place these. Now we got our water source right here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go ahead and place that one there. Then we'll go here. See if we can grab that one. Nice. Not really worried about it ruining anything down there. There's no redstone. No, no, no. Ooh, gosh, that was close. I definitely need feather falling fort. Okay, yeah, so it's just gonna take out some of the grass there. No big deal. All right, so now they're upset with me. I'm just gonna wait here for just a moment to see how many come. Oh, look at that. We got a little bit of a grouping coming. Nice. Hey guys, how you doing today? Hope you guys brought your gold. You guys bring your pocketbooks full of gold today? Because I would really like to trade you guys for some. Alright, now that we actually did that, we can actually drop down. See, what do we get here that we can actually just, we only have to actually go up 2. As long as we don't get knocked off. So, we made it to an ice biome right next to a desert and a savanna. Not sure how that makes sense, but we'll go with the flow. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm probably going to get at least 2 stacks of packed ice. I go through a lot of ice. I mean a lot of ice very, very quickly. So having a couple stacks is definitely going to be worth it in the long run. So taking down a couple of these icebergs are going to be what we really want to be able to do here. So let's just go ahead and get all of these. And we can always dig it down if we need to. Looks like that's almost a stack and a half. Goodbye, ice biome. I'll see you later. I'm sure I'll be back here for a lot more ice, but we actually were able to collect 4 stacks of it for now. That should at least give me all the ice that I need, or packed ice that I need for the time being. I would like to get some regular ice as well, but I don't need it like right at this moment. That's going to be for, instead of using buckets, we can just place down the ice, and then that way we don't have to always constantly refill it, which is always really, really nice. I definitely like that. But now it's time to go ahead and venture back to our humbled home. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I just placed a couple sources of water over there. So what I'm doing is they're going to be pushing down to this location and having ice right here. Then on top of these ice blocks, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and put some stone pressure plates, which eventually we'll have to get some more stone. Then we'll remove that scaffolding when that time comes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab a couple more water buckets. So we're going to grab 1 and 2. And then I'm going to put those on the edges, so right there. And what that's going to do is it's going to push it down to this location. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this area right here be where our ice is going to go. Or we'll put ice there and along this path. And then we also need 5 more pressure plates. And we'll just put those right on top of the ice. And then what I'm going to do is grab 2 more buckets of water. And actually, I already have one in my inventory, so I don't even need to grab the second one. Then we're going to put one there, which will flow there and over. And then the other one will flow right there. And then we need 1 more stone pressure plate. And that one... Oops, I didn't mean to throw my axe. Can I have my axe back, please? Okay, perfect. And that's going to go right there. So no matter where the iron golems fall, they'll actually continuously get pushed all the way to here. Now, at this point, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and put that block back. And we're going to grab our signs. Now, this is a little bit tricky. You're going to put the first one done. You're going to go ahead and push done. Then you're just going to go ahead and shift these out. And you need to go out 4. And then this one needs to go out 3. Then we got 3 left, so that's perfect. And there we go. So now what we can do is we can actually grab our lava bucket. Now this is going to be too high for me to get burnt by it, but the the golems will actually get touched by it when they stand here, because their hitbox is obviously higher than ours. So for now that that's actually completed, we can actually go ahead and put that block back. That is actually looking really good, and we actually only ended up using 11 pieces of glass so far, and then this will be pushed into a small like item storage ultimately. So now what we need to do is we need to get our villagers and our zombie up there. So I have crafted up, and it took quite a bit of time, but I was able to get about a stack and a half of powered rails, and I have them placed in this chest right here. And then we've got some regular rails as well. And I'm going to use my blocks of redstone in order to get them up there. And then we're also going to have to craft up a couple of the minecarts so we can transport them easily up there. So I guess right about here, I guess, is where we're going to go ahead and put them. So I guess we'll do block there, and then we're just going to kind of, you know, rotate it. So it doesn't need to be one every single one, but all right. So I have the whole rail system basically placed right outside of this door. So I'm going to go ahead and craft up myself two quickly. We want 2 mine carts. Let's see. And then we can always use these mine carts for some other projects that we might need to do later. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab 2 of them. And then the one thing that we're going to do here is we're just going to put down a little bit of rails here to kind of separate them out so that they don't really do anything about this. And then I'm going to go ahead and get one of these guys in there. Fantastic. You need to move, my friend. I guess we could easily do this so we can actually get another one. Then we just need to get this guy out of here. All right, cool. No, you need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave, friend. And then we'll just put that there. And then we're actually going to go ahead and get rid... Oh, no. Okay. We need to get rid of these doors for the time being. Follow these guys and see how they make it. I'm hoping that they make it easy peasy. They picked up on something. I don't know what station that they actually went after, though. Looks like they made it there all right. So that is some good news. I do want to come down here just a little bit, though, because I need to work right there. And we need to get this out of here. Where did you pick up that workstation from? Huh. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my hitboxes. Oh, not that one. We need this one. Nope, not a grid either. Oh goodness. There we go. Hitboxes. All right, so you're right there. Oh, okay, cool. You switched. Sorry. So I'm just going to move these guys. I got 5 more to move, and then hopefully at the end of the day, we can actually move ourselves a zombie, as long as we can catch one anyway. Then we just got to get all of that set up and ready to roll before that time actually happens. Can we catch another villager? Yay, villager caught. All right, everybody. I forgot to actually show you that we caught ourselves our zombo here. And yeah, we had a horde of them at the bottom of our area, which is actually doing pretty good. And then we've actually already had a couple iron golems already fall down, which is absolutely fantastic. So it's only spawning 1 in at a time, and that's because these guys haven't changed their professions yet, because a couple of them like established the cartographers trade. And then I think I'm just gonna leave that zombie in his minecart, and I'm perfectly fine with that, at least for the time being. But I'm hoping that as like the daylight cycle, oh, there we go. We got another iron golem coming right here. And perfect. Falls like pretty much right in the middle, which is exactly where we want him to fall. And then this will just constantly keep these guys moving. However, we do need them to change professions so that they will hopefully spawn in 2 iron golems at the same time. So I'm just going to watch this for a little bit. We're going to kind of see what happens before I take down this entire rail system. And then that should really be about it. And it looks like they are fighting each other to get to the crafting tables that they're trying to get to. So I'm hoping that maybe once the nighttime falls that they'll kind of figure it out, and then we should be getting multiple ones to spawn in. But I guess for the time being, what we could do is we could actually go ahead and remove this glass right here. And that should allow the iron golems to start spawning in, which is fantastic. See you later, iron golem. Goodbye, buddy. Alright, let's get it out of here real quick. There we go. And then we'll just do that. And then once those guys kind of sort themselves out, it looks like he did switch over to a Fletcher. It looks like they're having problems getting to their actual workstations. All right, so it looks like we are getting some golems, and I'm gonna watch these guys to kind of see what we need to do. But I think that's where we got, like I said, we got a nice little tiny iron farm kind of doing its thing for us, and it's easily expandable based on its current design. And I really enjoy that. Well, as I was trying to say before I accidentally clicked the wrong button, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode and building a tiny little expandable iron farm. Hopefully it will give us all the iron that we will need for ourselves, and I'm super excited for it. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And honestly, tell all your friends about the Minecraft guide, because this is what we're going to be doing pretty much every episode, so you guys can kind of see the different projects that we're going to be working on, and an in-depth, detailed explanation of farms and buildings that we will be building here on this Minecraft guide. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.